What's going on? Hey, this is Joe. Welcome to day one of my 30-day Jesus challenge. And I'm doing this video series. I'm challenging myself to go live every day for 30 days and just share for a couple minutes what Jesus means to me. Those of you that don't know, I've been a Jesus freak for a long time. I gave my heart to Christ in November of 1988. Sorry if you can hear that plane. And I love Jesus. I love everything he's done for me. And so I wanted to talk about him. And some of you may be turned off by this. I get it. Go ahead and check out if you want. But I'm just going to talk a little bit every day for 30 days to tell you what Jesus means to me personally. Tell you some cool things I found out about Jesus and why I like him so much. Because I have a personal relationship with him that means a lot to me. And you mean a lot to me as well. All of you guys that kind of follow me on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and all of Twitter even, and soon Instagram, I guess. The other thing I want to do on this is I want to, if any of you guys want prayer for anything, please comment down below or DM me. So if you comment down below or send me a DM, whether on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, and let me know what you would like me to pray for you about, and I will. And there'll be other people here who are watching this who maybe will pray for you too, as well. So, there's one more thing too. If you go to futureandhope.com, that is a website my church, St. Louis Family Church here, put together. It kind of tells you a little bit more about who Jesus is. So check that out if you want. And if you're in St. Louis, come by church sometime. If you don't belong already to a real good church, come check ours out. Just Google St. Louis Family Church and let me know when you're coming. And I'll be more than happy to. It'd be cool to see you and say hi. But anyway, what does Jesus mean to me, man? I tell you, I remember the day. I remember the time when I gave my life to Christ. I've kind of been raised in the church, and I knew I was kind of religious up here, but it wasn't down in my heart. And so it was November 5th, 1988. My parents had split up. And I had to make a major decision of who I wanted to live with. I was kind of like living with my parents, 1 week with my dad, 1 week with my mom, and it was kind of messed up. And it was really messed up. But I needed to make a decision because I think my dad was moving to Phoenix at the time. My mom was in San Diego. And I didn't know what to do. And I was really concerned about it, and I was stressed out about it. And I was just praying and asking God to help me and give me wisdom. And then something happened where I just felt this inner prompting that I needed to give my life to God. I needed to I felt like I was at a turning point, a crossroads in my life where I had to make a decision that day. Should I follow Jesus or should I follow my own stuff, my own whatever I wanted to do? Or do I really want to do what I want to do, or do I want to do what Jesus wants to do? And I remember hearing these voices of like, man, don't give your life to Jesus. Don't commit your life to Christ, because then your life will be boring and you'll be discouraged, and it'll be worse if you go after him than if you do whatever you want to do. So I was 14 or 15 years old at the time. And I just knew, I felt like I had to make a decision. And I remember too, listening to Billy Graham preach on the radio or on TV. And Billy Graham wasn't a fire and brimstone preacher. He wasn't like preaching that everybody's going to go to hell and all that. But when I would hear him preach, I would be terrified, because in a certain sense, I knew that my life I wasn't living the kind of life I should. And so anyway, I knew God loved me. I knew he had a plan for my life. And I knew in my heart, like if I wanted to have the best life possible, I was kind of feeling like I had to make some choices in my life in the direction I was going. I knew if I wanted God's best for me, I needed to follow him. But I was, at the same time, I was feeling this inner voice saying, man, you'll lose out on all this fun. You won't get to, you won't be able to do all these other things that I shouldn't have been doing at the time. So anyway, I surrendered my life to Christ that day, November 5th, 1988. We had a bunk bed. I was on the top bunk, and I remember just praying. And I said, God, I want to serve you for the rest of my life. And I committed my life to Christ. And that day changed the rest of my life for me. And I remember, I wasn't very familiar with the Bible, but this verse came to my head. Jeremiah 33:3. And it was right after that, this verse, Jeremiah 33:3, and I didn't even know what it really meant. So I looked it up, and it said, ask me, and I will tell you great and remarkable secrets that you do not know about things to come. And it kind of goes to talk about God wants to have a relationship with us, and he wants to talk to us, and he wants us to talk to him. So anyway, that's my story, how I gave my life to Christ. If you are at all interested in getting more information, go check out my church's website, futureandhope.com. If you want more information. Also, again, if you're watching this and you want me to pray over anything for you, I'm dead serious. That sounds weird. I'm really serious. Like, type in the comments or send me a DM, and I'll pray for you. And there'll be other people here that might pray for you as well. In future episodes, I'm just going to talk a little bit about other times in my life where some significant things have happened. You know, like my heart surgery. I prayed a lot before coming into this heart surgery, and the cool thing was knowing that they're going to be opening up my chest and getting into my heart, and I might die. I had so much peace. I had so much confidence and security, and I was, again, just grateful. Fast forward 12, 30, well, whatever, 40 years, whatever. No, not that long. 30 years since I gave my life to Christ, right? I felt such peace and confidence coming into this heart surgery. So over the next 30 days, I'm going to be just sharing stories like this and sharing with you scriptures of what Jesus means to me. And hopefully you get something out of it. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.